I just received a new client. His name was Jim. What Jim's been going through, he used to work at a pharmaceutical company that is this recently closed down due to the pandemic. And what that has caused him to do is it has sent him into a panic mode of himself, to the fact where he can't leave his home or even talk to anybody or want to talk to anybody, but he's just so drawn in into seeing what the pandemic is doing. He's just really developed a fear for it, I think because of how it demolished him by losing his job. And he might not want to talk to anybody because of he feels like he's a failure due to this pandemic. Or he just might be blaming the pandemic and not want to talk to anybody until it's absolutely over. So back to my client, Jim. He's a white Caucasian male, and he is 60 years old, getting close to retired. That is another reason why he is so drawn into this pandemic, is because he's in this older age, and it has really scared him. He's really into the social media, seeing that showing how his age groups people are dying from it. It is another reason why he's wanting no contact with people. He's told me that friends have tried to reach out to him, but he's noticed that they've been going out, seeing that on social media, and he wants nothing to do with them. He doesn't want anybody coming near him, quite honestly. Losing his job, I think, is what's triggered this, but also him being so drawn into the media is another reason why he's like this. He's actually become obsessed with the virus, more or less. Therapies I would use on Jim: first off, I would let him know that it is normal to be stressed out right now, especially from the pandemic, and knowing that he's an older gentleman, that he is a higher at risk. So, but to let him know he's not the only one going through this. There's other people just like him. We need to get him back social and back talking to his friends. So if he's afraid to go out with these friends, he has met with me on Zoom. I would try to get him to talk to his friends on Zoom, maybe for 5 minutes, to try to talk and explain to them what is going on. One thing I might have him do while he would Zoom with his friends is maybe have him visualize a pleasant memory. Try not to think about the virus. Try to think of something before the virus, enjoying time with his friends while he's talking to them, and just try to forget the virus completely when he's talking to him, just to relax him and make him feel better. When I was in session with him, I asked him, who have you talked to who makes you feel the best? And he answered to me that his cousin from Ohio, he really enjoys talking to. And I said, why don't we start there? You haven't been social, you haven't been talking to anybody. We want to try to get you back talking to somebody. We want to try to get you back more social. Let's try talking to his cousin for at least 15 minutes on a Zoom call, so he can have some of that face-to-face interaction, even though it's not in person, just to try to soothe him. One thing that I definitely want to use in my therapy is for him is we need to get him away from the phone and computer. It's simple as that. It's causing more stress for him. Every time he gets on a computer, he sees something worse about the virus going on, and it just stresses him more out and makes him more antisocial, and we don't want that. So maybe we could start off with a homework, like, let's not be on the computer for an hour, and if that works, maybe the next time we'll go 5 hours, and if that works, maybe a day. Try to get him more weaned off of the computer, because right now he's on it constantly, and it's just driving more and more intense pressure to him, thinking that something's bad is going to happen because of this virus. Other than that, I would just want to schedule more meetings with him. Eventually maybe try to talk to him to come into me to a social distance area to try to get him out of the house, because we need to get him out and moving on. Even though the pandemic is still going on, it is starting to slow down now. We need to try to get him out doing something. I know he lost his job. He's close to retirement. Just help him. We just need to try to help him. And I think getting him doing these homework exercises and trying to be more social will truly benefit him. Thanks.